Hey YouTube, welcome back. How are you doing? Leave a comment, like, subscribe before we continue. Sorry. Today's will be interesting. Leftist Tactics 101. I'm gonna need you to get out your pens, your pads, take some notes. Alright. So I went over some things in another video going saying these are leftist tactics. Well, now there's gonna be a series. Today's topic is going to be race baiting. I'm going to start here because it's most affluent on the left right now, and it's probably their biggest tactic and what's shutting down most white people, and what's shutting down most black people, most Spanish people, most Asians, when it comes to having any sort of dialect. So we're going to learn how to counteract that today. This is going to be like playing that blue spell in Magic the Gathering. You're just going to feel satisfied after the conversation's over, because you're either going to have made a friend and someone who will stand by you, or you're going to have changed someone's views entirely, or these people will never talk to you again. Alright, let's move forward. So race baiting, what is it? Well, I'm very familiar with race baiting. I'm mixed black, so here we go. Not to be rude to the brothers, not to be rude to the white people. Brothers, stop telling me that I am less black than you. That is race baiting. If you are telling me that I do not understand the narrative of black people because I am mixed black, my dad was darker than most of y'all will ever be combined. Y'all be brown. My dad was almost purple. Okay, now that that's cleared up, let's address the white half. Stop telling me I'm not white enough to hang out with, like, rich people, and I have rich white friends, like, that you just will never meet. That's the thing. Okay, so that's race baiting. Race baiting is using someone's race to disclude them from an experience, or to start a feud amongst people or that person. Big examples would be NAACP. They often get pulled into race-baited situations. So when you see a newscaster calling Kanye the N-word or a porch monkey, and then suddenly a representative from the NAACP, a group supposed to be about the unity, not the division of black people and colored people across the board, suddenly is there slandering whoever, or not slandering whoever said it, but saying the same thing while Kanye's trying to reverse the slander against his name. That's race baiting. They're going, he's the N-word because he met with a white president and he put on a minstrel show. If that doesn't offend you black people and show you who's really on your side, you have a lot of learning to do, and that's what we're here for. I want the black youths to particularly learn from this because you're going to be race baited the hardest. Understand that. You are going to be pulled into more racial feuds, more racial conflicts, and it is because the left thinks that they can control you. Do not let yourself be a system of control. Allow yourself to be you, and you will win these conversations every single time. So speak to your experiences. Let the narrative change. People hate hearing about individual experiences, and I know because you have stats and da-da-da. There's a whole new generation of black people behaving in a whole new way. You have Candace Owens, you have myself, you have people like, Barack Obama. He speaks in a different manner. He's very hood-like in many ways, but he speaks in a different manner. There's a different word I was going to use, but I don't want to get content checked. So he very much, very, very, very much represents a poor black representation, but he does represent something different than the usual. And that's what we're going for, is we want to be seen as something different than the usual. Black men build an idea in their head that they typically have to be hood. You don't. You don't have to be a nigga. You be whatever you want to be, bruh. Getting out of the hood is your best bet. Boom. Alright, now that that's answered, let's move on. Again, speak to your, keeping on the same track of with your individual experiences. If you are a black person and went to an Ivy League school, speak to that. And if you did it by merit, especially speak to that. If you were process selected, don't speak to that. We don't need you. But if you weren't a part of the college scandals that took money and you earned your way into these, speak to it. Don't hide it. Don't go, 99% of black people. Who cares what 99% of black? You did. You wanted something different. I love doing anything, gaming, chatting, talking. I want something different with my life. I don't want guns and death to be my life. I've never gone to jail, I've got a clean record. Like, I don't want that to be my image. But yet people use that image against me. So when they do, what you do is you call them a racist. It's simple. With the left, when they start, whether you are talking to a white person or a black person, an Asian, whoever the opponent is, always make sure to note that their behavior and the way that they're attacking you for your experiences is a racist way of behaving, because they believe all black people have to have the same experience that they believe black people have. And anyone telling you that is a racist. They believe that all Mexicans have the same experience. There are illegal Mexicans. My family is full of them. And they have a mixed variety of stances on illegal Mexicans. I mean, most of my family is pretty stark on build a better wall. We're legal. We came to Colorado and its founding. We're natives. And so we're a proud people. And so, like, that it's different. As a black person, my whole black family does amazing things. I mean, my uncle who passed away, I saw an obituary for him. I don't know that side of my family. I've never met my father. That's actually where I'm trying to be a father. I want something different. I look just like my uncle, and he was a great mechanical engineer. Like, he could work with cars, and he was great at it. Like, he just knew what he was doing. That's dope. I mean, like, my dad took out 7 school loans in his name, so I mean, my dad was interested in college. That's cool. There's a difference to what we're seeing and shown with black people versus what we want now. And I think that we need to stop being told what we want by Kamala Harris and Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib. Ilhan Omar and Rashida Tlaib's religion particularly, if anyone who's Middle Eastern tells you anything about you being black, go, oh, so this is from the race who would enslave and kill me again. And that's what you ask them. That uncomfortable silence you felt, that I felt, that we all felt, it's what they believe. You're inferior to a Muslim. They'd be like, you look Muslim. I don't. You got this big black nose and I got a nice black goatee. I don't do facial hair all crazy and it don't get too long. I cut my fro up all nice and that's it. Like, that's it. I'm here like, now these are a curse, these eyebrows. But I don't look Middle Eastern fully. I look maybe a little Middle Eastern. Everybody has something different to say. It's cool. But, like, back to race baiting and what to do about it, you gotta call them a racist. You have to lay that line down that discounting your experience as a black person just because it is different than what they believe all black people have. Because I don't think that we speak to generalizations as much about other people, and I think that it's something the left does, not the right. The right goes, hey, you can move those boxes because you're strong and you move boxes before. Could you grab those? You feel good when somebody asks you something because they recognize you can do something. You feel bad when somebody goes, oh, aren't you black? Aren't you, like, magically stronger with an extra leg muscle? Can't you jump higher than me? So could you get those boxes? That's racist. That's literally, if that makes you feel bad, that's because your friends are racist. If they're, like, people around you like this, in a circle around you, those would be your friends. And if they're asking you those sorts of things, they're racist friends. And you need to lay your lines. I'm big on laying lines. I'm really big about lines. I've done personal one-on-one therapy and group therapy for just various things in my life. I think therapy is amazing. I think all of us should do it. It's great. Particularly the left should look into it. But one big thing is you have to lay lines. Sometimes you gotta create a little tight box. And if anyone tries to lift up any of those edges, you gotta tell them no. You gotta cut them out sometimes. So sometimes you gotta cut people out of your life because they try to violate your shit. And that's some real stuff. That's a real life lesson, y'all. Like, people are gonna try and violate your beliefs, what you do for a living. They're gonna disrespect you. And if you put down your boundaries, when you walk away, you can never be seen as the bad guy. Just saying. Sorry, I miss my goatee and my beard, but, like, I'm really missing the goatee, and it's kind of teasing me coming in. It's like, hey, I'm coming in faster, but not faster than you thought. I'm like, alright. But on a real note, I mean, we gotta want something different out here, and I think we do. I think there's a conveyance of that. I think the left is keeping the narrative in the 80s and the 60s where black people were seen as lazier and maybe even were lazier. I think that we should look at the upcoming generations of black people and really start asking them a serious question. Like, if you're black, you should carry this question to your black friends. What do you want? What do you want for the future? What do you want for yourself? What do you want for your family? Do you want a family? Are you want to trap all your life? You want to be a hood rat all your life? What do you want for your life? And we got to ask the next generation this question, and it's going to be really important in forming the next generation into proper working adults, into proper society. I mean, this is the disconnect with the black community, is that we are so baitable by race, is that we can literally be led into any conflict. Well, because black people do this. I remember working at the Green Solution. Fucking A. That fucking company hires the most racist California motherfucks. Yeah, back in California, we didn't do this because we didn't have as many black people. I'm like, have you ever thought maybe it was on a black people thing, or maybe it's a Colorado thing? I'm like, why is everything got to that you didn't do in California got to be a black thing? I'm pretty sure there was probably people in California doing that. Or just you didn't know them because you only knew stoners and druggies, so you didn't know people doing other shit. It's an interesting conundrum. But at the same time, now I'll admit, we do have a drug problem in the black community. A lot of black people do use drugs in high volumes and high dosages, and we need to slow it up. I mean, shit, if you smoke a Mary Jane, I'm not... Who am I to say anything? I'm smoking Mary Jane, so I'm saying nothing. But I am saying we do need to take a step back from our own struggles and look at each other's struggles and look at the world's struggles and look at where we fit into all of that. We gotta look at what we can do for the next brother, the brother after him, and the brother after that. And that's just how we'll fit into society. Because if you ever wonder why the white man always fit, it was always taking care of each other. There ain't no supremacy keeping you down. It's that you won't take care of each other. You won't help each other. You watch the kids for each other, but you won't help each other get out of a sentence, or you won't help each other out of bail. You won't help each other out with bond. You won't help each other out with nothing. Them motherfuckers help each other out with a barbecue. I'm not even shitting you. Like, you don't understand the difference in culture until you've lived it. And that's where we need to unify our culture to that culture. We are a culture of unity. That's the thing, is like, Africans don't own us. They won't claim us. They won't, I don't mean own us, slavery bound like chains. I mean own us as in, they won't claim us. And there's a reason. It's because we're weak and we're not united and we're not strong like our brothers in Africa. I'm sorry, but when y'all fucking do some bad shit with your boy, you should be quiet about it if you want to know the real truth. I'm not even hood and I know that much. But if you gonna do some shit with your boy, you gonna go down with your boy. If you gonna snitch on your boy, well, fuck y'all. All y'all. Yeah, that's not even a cool... Shit, white people don't snitch. Shit, James whipped out a kid ass. It is his kid ass. Black people be snitching over everything. If you don't like a nigga, y'all be snitching. And that's where we get baited into this shit. Is that we turn on each other. We do. And that's something we gotta stop doing if we want to build a strong community out here in America. And we need to. We lack community. Community has the word unity in it. And unity is a very, very big aspect of Africa. And that is why those brothers will not claim us. That is why they go, they're not Africans, they're Black Americans. Because we are Black Americans, so let's act like it. Is that hard? Sorry, I was drawing. I'm not even drawing well. I was trying to draw a book and ended up turning it into a speed racer. But like, I mean, is that too hard to ask that we get along? Is it too much to ask that we unify? Because we need to. And as Americans, we all need to stop taking the bait. Mexicans, Americans, when the news says something, Mexicans feel this way. They're trying to make you feel that way. And that's proven, documented research. Go online and look it up. I'm not out here trying to change how you think or how you feel about the world. I'm just trying to show you that there's something different. Because there is. But this race baiting has to stop, and it's coming from the left. It's always been from the left. My ex Megan used to race bait me. She fucking would do it on Facebook all the time. She would use my race as a discount of my knowledge in life, and despite the fact I graduated the same year she did, she still thinks she's more privileged, smarter, and more well-gifted than I am. And as a person, I'm just like, I don't know if I believe all that as a person. Like, that's a lot to believe in oneself. I mean, we're only flesh and blood. We're only what God made us, and God made us what we are, whatever we are wanting to be. That's the cool thing. That's what I mean, bros. That's what I mean, sisters. Like, go out there and be what you want. That's what I mean to the Mexicans, to the Asians, to the white people. Go out there and be what you want, because you can. You live in the place where you can. You're not living somewhere where all you got is the food and the family. If your family suck, you get old enough, you move out. Shit, if your family abusive, you don't even get old enough. You just get out. And that's legal. Take care of yourselves, really. On the real, take care of yourselves. Don't let no one tell you you're worth less than you are. You're worth whatever you set the dollar limit at. And some of y'all do need a higher dollar limit. Some of y'all need life skills to hit a higher dollar limit. I don't expect no employer to pay me what I'm worth, but I know what I'm worth. Shit, I damn well know what I'm worth. I just gotta work and eat too, just as much as the next guy. So that's where, when it comes to the Racebait, I don't play that game. I really don't. People go, well, you know, white people are better at this, and I go, actually, well, hold up. I mean, yeah, but we got basketball. Fuck y'all. Y'all still love basketball, and we got that, so fuck y'all. I mean, yeah, there's more white people in the league. That's just us being cool and playing a little worse for you, giving you a chance, you know. We knew y'all needed some time to catch up and train another fucking AI Birdman, because the last one got fucked over. The last one was a bit of a fuck case, but, you know, I'm just saying, we all got something we good at, and everybody need to chill on that shit. It's not about race what makes anybody good at anything. A good scientist could be Asian, white, black, Mexican. I mean, shit, some of the best scientists historically were fucking theologists, if you want to get real. Oh, science and theology don't go together. Yeah, they do, perfectly, in history. It's just niggas today too stupid to look up shit in a book. And I mean super people everywhere today is too stupid to look up shit in a book. We don't want to get up off our asses and fucking read something, but we got a whole phone that'll tell us anything we want to know. Anything at all you could want to know. And you don't use it for shit. You just look at it, get on Facebook, log out. What did getting on Facebook help you do? Did it help you grow as a person? Did it make you any better of a person? I mean, I'm here on YouTube. I'm just trying to have dialogues. That'll make me better as a person. That'll make me have a different sense of the world, maybe from someone else's lens. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe black people don't want some. Maybe all they want is strip clubs and fucking strippers and hookers and blow and fucking... Maybe everybody wants to be a Juice song. Maybe that's what I'm missing. And maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I'm just trying to talk about it and find out. But, like, on a real note, it's hard because we get told what we want as black people a lot. Well, a lot of black people just want to shoot up the hood. No, we don't want that. I think a lot of black people want to feel safe around the next black person because we got to figure out why we're all killing each other, because even we don't really know that. Shit, that's the worst question to get stopped and asked. Why do you think the fucking black on black violence rate is so high? I mean, I got an answer. It is shitty. We came from a warrior race and we didn't get along all the time. It's a shitty answer, but genetics, fam. Like, I mean, and that's the same thing with white people. You look at Europeans, they have the highest domestic violence against other Europeans. It's just interracial violence isn't as high as same race to same race, same age to same age. You're less likely to be killed by a 46-year-old white man in the hood as a black man than you are by another black man your age just for him being angry. That's where all these memes come from. Black people, what you angry about today? What is we angry about today? Is we gonna be angry about something real, or are we gonna, like, for real, are y'all gonna be angry about motherfucking Kevin Spacey and some shit? Because that's some real shit. Come on, Kevin Spacey come out as gay after touching children and everybody let that slide. Even the black community didn't touch that shit. But where was you? We love the kids. Kids is one thing we are good at. Why didn't we defend them? Why is Kevin Spacey still roaming the streets? That's what I'm wondering. Not like freely, I'm assuming, but I'm hoping not. God, tell me he's arrested. If he wasn't arrested, let me know in the comments, though, on the real. I'd be shocked. But for real black people, if he ain't arrested, how you let that man live? He had kids in the basement. We do kids, we protect them, we love them, we raise them. Like I said earlier, y'all help each other with each other's kids. Y'all do, but you won't help each other out with bail. And that's something to think about. Y'all love kids that much, but once they become adults, it's a cold world. Everybody got to be ready to eat some dog. And that's where part of our race baiting comes in, is we really got a problem with that as black people. We really do. We eat the bait every time. We jump. I'm still guilty sometimes to this day myself as a black person. I'll jump that bait. I'm here like, but on a real note, don't. It's how you defeat them. You call them a racist and you let it go. But then what you do is if it's something where it is really a racist topic of conversation, well, black people have the highest rate of violence against black people, so do white people. These are the things you use against them. You use evidence and statistics. And it's because Ben Shapiro doesn't care that black people kill black people in higher numbers. He wants to know why Jewish people are killing Jewish people in higher numbers too. Everybody wants to know why their race is killing their race. That's something everybody would like to figure out an answer to and just stop, because that would be great. I think on our end, as the black community, there is a sense of disunity. And I do think that we need to stop jumping in when Jesse Jackson says, oh, this establishment is racist. Let him think that. Okay? Why are we going to rally behind him? That man has never done nothing for y'all individually. And all I'm saying is Jesse Jackson's a piece of shit. I only ever threatened to call Jesse Jackson when a police force didn't do something about a kid threatening to shove a shotgun barrel down my throat. And I'm here like, hold on, I can't get a restraining order for that? Now that was a racist county. Now I'm cutting me some cake. It's been a long video. And I work out. I'm not encouraging eating cake. Not encouraging bad lifestyle choices. I just haven't eaten a lot today, and I think I deserve me some cake. No, not really. I didn't do anything. I just worked out. That's why my muscles look all swole today. They never look swole. But on a real note, America, we got some shit to fix. And it starts with the race baiting. It has to stop coming from the left. They gotta stop pushing the narrative that all black people are incapable Neanderthals when the world has seen different. I mean, here's my thing, is again, we are master tacticians. In Africa, on our own home turf, we've rarely ever lost a war to outside forces. And I mean rarely. Like, the wars we've lost to outside forces have had severe ramifications, and there's reasons why we don't lose wars to outside invaders. Thing is, they won't own us again because, again, we are not them, they are not us, they don't own us. But I think we gotta stop this race baiting and shit. Give me a comment, a like, a subscribe, and let me know what's going on, YouTube. Peace out.